No airline bet on the Airbus A380 like Emirates. The airline eventually received 123 of them, nearly half of every A380 ever built. For years, the giant aircraft was perfect for Emirates' strategy: bring hundreds of passengers into Dubai and connect them to destinations around the world. But then Airbus stopped building the A380. And suddenly, Emirates faced an unusual problem. Its most iconic aircraft was also an aircraft that could no longer be replaced with a new one. Today, Emirates is spending billions modernizing its fleet and preparing to keep the A380 flying for years to come. So was the A380 a brilliant investment? Or did Emirates become too dependent on an airplane that disappeared from production? If you enjoy discovering the real stories behind the world's most famous aircraft, subscribe to the channel. Now, let's see how Emirates became the airline of the A380. To understand why Emirates bought so many A380s, you first have to understand Dubai. Emirates built its network around a massive international hub. Instead of relying mainly on passengers traveling to Dubai, the airline could connect travelers between Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and the Americas through one airport. For that model, the A380 offered something extremely valuable: capacity. One aircraft could carry hundreds of passengers into a major airport slot. And Dubai was investing heavily in infrastructure capable of handling the giant double-decker. While many airlines struggled to find enough routes for such a large aircraft, Emirates could repeatedly send A380s between Dubai and major global cities. For Emirates, the enormous size wasn't necessarily the A380's weakness. It was one of the reasons the aircraft worked. The relationship eventually became extraordinary. Airbus built 251 A380s, and Emirates received 123 of them. That means almost one out of every two A380s produced went to a single airline. The aircraft also became part of the Emirates brand. Its huge cabin allowed the airline to install products that were difficult to reproduce on smaller aircraft, including an onboard lounge and first-class shower spas. By 2021, Emirates described the A380 as a vital pillar of its network plans. But the same scale that made the aircraft work for Emirates was causing problems almost everywhere else. The problem was that most airlines couldn't use the A380 the way Emirates could. The aircraft offered enormous capacity, but filling that many seats consistently required huge passenger demand. Meanwhile, newer twin-engine aircraft became increasingly attractive. They could fly very long distances with fewer seats and only two engines, giving airlines more flexibility to operate direct routes between cities without sending everyone through a giant hub. For many airlines, operating several smaller long-range aircraft simply made more sense than relying on one enormous A380. Emirates was the exception. Its Dubai hub could concentrate passengers from dozens of destinations onto the same flights, exactly the environment the A380 was designed for. By 2019, Emirates had become absolutely critical to the future of the A380. The airline originally planned to acquire as many as 162 aircraft, but after reviewing its fleet requirements and changes in aircraft and engine technology, Emirates reduced that number to 123. That decision changed everything. Airbus admitted that without those additional Emirates orders, and without enough demand from other airlines, there was no longer a sufficient backlog to keep the production line running. So Airbus announced that A380 deliveries would end in 2021. And in December 2021, the final A380 ever produced was delivered to Emirates, aircraft number 251. But Emirates couldn't simply walk away from the A380. It had built a huge part of its network around the aircraft, and there was no direct replacement. Modern aircraft like the Airbus A350 and Boeing 777X are more efficient and flexible, but neither offers the same combination of cabin space and passenger capacity as the A380. Emirates therefore faced an unusual situation. The manufacturer had stopped building its flagship aircraft, but Emirates still needed it. Buying new A380s was impossible. So instead of replacing them immediately, Emirates decided to make the aircraft it already owned last much longer. And this is where the story gets really interesting. Instead of abandoning its aging wide-body fleet, Emirates launched a massive $5 billion retrofit program. The program now covers 219 aircraft, including 110 A380s. The aircraft received completely refreshed interiors, new seats, and premium economy cabins, along with other upgrades. By July 2026, Emirates had already completed 47 A380 retrofits. Some two-class A380s are undergoing even more extensive modifications, including major cabin reconfiguration. In other words, Emirates isn't preparing to retire the A380 tomorrow. It's spending billions to keep it competitive. Keeping the A380 flying for another decade creates another challenge: maintenance and spare parts. The aircraft is no longer in production, and its fleet is relatively small compared with aircraft like the 777 or A350. Emirates is therefore preparing to take more control over A380 maintenance itself. In 2025, Emirates and Rolls-Royce agreed on a plan that will allow Emirates to perform maintenance, repair, and overhaul of its own Trent 900 engines in Dubai from 2027. Emirates has also said it expects the A380 to remain an important part of its fleet into the late 2030s and potentially around 2040. So, these aircraft could remain in service almost 2 decades after production ended. Eventually, however, every A380 will have to retire. Emirates is already preparing for that future with new generation wide-body aircraft, including the Airbus A350 and Boeing 777X. But there's a problem. Neither is a true one-for-one replacement for the A380. The 777X can carry a large number of passengers much more efficiently, but the A380 still offers significantly more cabin space. That means Emirates may eventually need more flights or different scheduling to replace the capacity provided by its largest A380 services. And that's why Emirates wants to keep the aircraft flying for as long as economically practical. So, did the Airbus A380 trap Emirates? Not exactly. For Airbus, the A380 program never achieved the global sales originally hoped for, and production ended after just 251 aircraft. But for Emirates, the story was very different. The A380 helped the airline move enormous numbers of passengers through Dubai and became one of the most recognizable parts of the Emirates brand. The real problem came later. Emirates became the world's largest A380 operator just as the rest of the industry moved towards smaller, efficient twin-engine aircraft. Now, its favorite aircraft is no longer being built. There is no direct replacement, and Emirates is spending billions to keep its existing fleet modern. So the A380 wasn't necessarily a $35 billion mistake for Emirates. It was an aircraft that worked so well for one airline that replacing it became the real problem. Was Emirates right to bet so heavily on the A380? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoy aviation stories like this, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.